name is Maureen Yancey, and I'm the mother of Jay Dilla. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to thank all of his fans. I'm happy as I can be for the support that he has been given. Lets me know that his work is not in vain, and all of the work that he has will live forever. There's so much more that's going to be given to the world, and this was his wish during his illness, that he be able to give his gift to the world. He was able to live long enough to give that gift back, and it'll last a lifetime. I'm so proud. I'm not mourning because I'm rejoicing. I've been so blessed to be the mother of a genius of music. And once again, I'd like to thank you, all of you, for all of your support, all of your love that he felt from everyone, all those that he worked with. He loved you all, individually and especially. Thank you.
Most talented musicians.
But you know, think about it, as fans of music, all we need sometimes just a gift is just a person creating what they're supposed to create and we getting to experience it. You know what I mean? That's a gift too.
I feel you, dang, we about to get it. Oh my God. So serious. Turn me up a little louder. Get it crunk, yeah, let's get them riled up. Let's go, it's only for my real niggas. Big truck, Dilla lay, fifth wheel with his thick pink gators. My Detroit players, game like air, that's why these boys hate us. We let the Morris tell the whole story. Bouncing the 40, watch your hoes board. Party up, get live with it.
Perfection.
Start it up, put it in drive and whip
Aggressive.
it. Move, bitch, get out the way. I'm bouncing a mile in and out the lanes.
Colorful.
It's not the game, fucking niggas up like what tigga, what tigga, what tigga. The low end theory, all you feel is the bottom. You ain't gotta wait to
When I make my music, you know what I'm saying, I want people to feel what I feel. I want them to feel that energy that whatever it was. That's all it is. Cause I make it straight from the heart.
You're the greatest, man. For real.
All the way from DJ.
He worked hard to get up in this
Oh yeah, in the beginning, that was always the case with me. All day, I tell people all day, I'm in the studio from my time I get up, time I go to sleep. I mean, I leave out, go get something to eat, that's it. It's like, I can't do anything else.
Like, I would go to the basement, man, and lose track of time. Like, I go there at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just chilling, and look up and it's like 3 in the morning, and we still down there bouncing. Like, we just making beat after beat after beat after beat.
Like I get the inspiration from talking to people like Pete Rock, Diamond D. Man, every time I call Pete, he's in the basement. Yeah, it's like every time I call him, he's working.
Yeah.
Every time I call Diamond D, he's in the lab. So it's like it's nothing for me to do but do the same thing.
It was a great experience, you know, being around him. We gave each other a lot of inspiration. I would call him on the phone, no matter what time of night it was. If I had a beat going that was crazy, I was letting him hear it. Like, it didn't even matter. Like, yo, listen to this, cuz. Then he'll do the same thing.
He's into making beats so much, you know, sometimes he don't even stop to eat, you know what I mean? You have to tell him, hey, Dilla, come on, man, stop, get a little bite to eat. He's so, you know, he gets so engulfed in what he's doing, he loves it so much that he's just got that drive and determination just to work all the time, you know what I mean? He's more like a workaholic to me.
I mean, shit, he ain't go to shows. He would have shows he's supposed to do, he'd be like, man, no, shit. Back to work. I'm not done yet. I'm not getting up until I'm done. And I'm the only one who knows when I'm done.
You know, it's like when he's doing the beat, it's sort of like when you watch court TV, you see the person, you know what I'm saying, taking the notes. You know what I'm saying, at the courtroom. And it's like they doing the shit like they could just be, you know, zoning off on some other shit. And it's like they could eat a sandwich while they doing the shit. It's so natural to them, you know what I'm saying? That's how he is when he making the beat. That's how he did it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it looked like real natural. Like he could just, you know, he could do whatever he wanted to. Like that was breathing him right there. You know what I'm saying? That was that hot shit.
His house was like a lab in the basement, and he was definitely a scientist. He had records lined up all around the walls.
Go up to the turntable with a stack of records, put the headphones on, and he go through some joints, do needle drops, whatever, find some shit, and he take the headphones off, and he just start nodding. And you can just see the whole shit forming in his head. You know what I'm saying? The joint, he had the joint done before the MP was even turned on.
I mean, I got all that shit. You know, right. I can add that shit. I just want to get something for the component to be something else.
For the what?
Just for the bass.
Yeah, cause I want to take it somewhere else too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean,
when I listen to the atmosphere.
In the basement, but we would go there and man, I just remember him going through the records. He would sit there. Sometimes he'd keep the headphones on before, while he would make it, and then so you couldn't hear it, and then he'd have it clicked up, and then just pump it. You'd be like, oh man, what is this? You go, you just go crazy over the music. It'd be like, damn. We would like non-chopper, incense, and that's what I named that song, non-chopper.
It's dope to look back on it started here. The light was the first song, and non-chopper was them two. That's where it started for this album.
And the thing that cats gotta understand, this is why Jay's the best producer of all time. This is one of many reasons that Jay is the best producer of all time in hip-hop. Of all time, #1, no doubt. 15, 20 minutes, man. What can you do in 15 minutes? Find your motherfucking sample, you know what I'm saying? The beat is done already, and it's the best shit you ever heard in your life. This shit makes no sense, man.
The level that he was on, it just like pushed me to a whole nother level. So watch a cat make a beat in like 10 minutes, and it's like the baddest shit you ever heard. You just like, oh God, I can't take it all day.
Like the things you gotta listen for. When people ask me like, what do you listen for when you listen to Dilla? It's like the perfect haircut. It's like the perfect Philly beard, which clearly I'm not displaying right now.
Like this music made me I could write the best songs with this music. I could just ride and feel free to this music. I can fight to this music. I can do, just so many things to how good this music is. But it was a spirit of more than anything. It just felt good.
Whenever you listen to a JD beat or whatever, you get the feel good. I call it the feel good. It's either that or it's that it's whichever way, I call it the feel good.
Hip hop, but you didn't really think like hardcore. It was just like, ooh, you around with some pimp shit with this shit.
Feeling. I mean, he made the MPC 3000 sound like a band. You know what I'm saying? He made records speak as if like each instrument was somebody really playing it. Especially his drums. His drums sound like someone just really rocking it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's that personality. You know what I'm saying? I think once you hear that, you want that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I gotta figure out a way to put my personality into a joint too.
I guess the best thing you can say is the bounce his shit has. You know what I'm saying? The bounce that Jay shit has is just, that's Jay shit. And you hear it, and it might be the tracks might sound different. You know, it might be some up-tempo shit or some of his wild shit.
He went through his East Indian movement, where he's just doing East Indian beats.
He had some real wild shit for a minute.
He went through his Kraftwerk period, where he's just making computer electronic beats.
I appreciate the soul.
He went through his big drum phase.
So listen to that personality though, man.
He went through his club phase.
He really just said so much.
He went through his spare, one note beat making phase.
He spawned some crazy shit, man, for real.
He went through the street hip hop phase. Like he went all over the place, and he showed range.
You know, he was always constantly reinventing himself. You know, on a monthly basis.
What I do is when I make CDs, I put like I call them 2 batches per CD, 24 beats per CD, and it's like last year I did 5 bars. So it was like 24 beats on 5C. Do the math, but 100 plus beats.
You know, the batch you get this month didn't sound nothing like the batch you got last month. Didn't sound nothing like the batch you got the month before that.
People that have heard his beat tapes, know that they're like snowflakes. Like, no beat tape was the same.
Also, I'd like to thank Q-Tip for introducing me to him, because when he first brought me his beat tape, I was floored. I mean, absolutely floored. Like, who is this? To the point where I had bought a ticket to go to Detroit just to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
I was just drawn to it, and so much so that I wanted to just like work with Jay and get his stuff out with it.
Most definitely, because his beats weren't cookie cutter. They weren't always simple. But even if he did do a simple beat, he did it, you know what I'm saying, in a clever way. So you would have to respect it.
I think a lot of people were biting his sound, and what he did to go to the next level was he started messing with like space sounds and like just abstract loops, and he was making like those loops soulful. He was making soul joints out of them loops.
That was JD, you know what I'm saying? When you think about geniuses of the world, they come in and they do something a certain way and everybody try to follow like them. That was him, bro.
I respect it because when I hear good shit, it makes me want to go make something, but not make something like what I just heard. That's the only difference. It's like they take the inspiration and then goes and do the exact same thing. I don't understand that. People do it. People do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. I get inspired, but you want to do you.
Your own.
Do your thing. Yeah, just still do you.
I mean, motherfuckers knew that he was the fucking best when he was here, but motherfuckers wouldn't. I don't know, man. Motherfuckers wouldn't say that shit. What you niggas gonna bite now, man? What do y'all got to bite now? That's what I want to know. I want to know what is motherfuckers gonna bite now.
Jay is like the only producer in hip hop that has surpassed all of his influences.
He learned from Pete. Pete Rock was an influence of his, and you can just hear how he just took Pete Rock's to the next level.
Like in the beginning of my career, I did a lot of new things, you know what I'm saying? And this guy took it at least 2 or 3 levels higher than me. It's like a chain reaction, like basically it was like from Larry Smith to Marley Marl, from Marley Marl to Pete Rock, you know what I'm saying? From Pete Rock to JD.
Like, cause at least I think with Pete teaching it, JD could sort of absorb that information and apply it to his work.
I mean, you look at people talking about how, Pete was Jay's idol. Pete Rock was Jay's idol. But it turned into, like, Jay being Pete's idol, And, I mean, before I heard Jay, Pete Rock was Jesus Christ.
I believe, I'm proud to say that he's the brand new king. He's been the king for a long time. I'm an old king. But I passed the torch on to JD, you know what I'm saying? The brand new king of beats, man. He's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying?
When I make my music, you know what I'm saying, I want people to feel what I feel. I want them to feel that energy that whatever it was. Yeah, that's all it is. Because I make it straight from the heart. So it's like, to be taken for anything else is crazy to me.
The passion he put into that music was just like, it was for the music. Like, this dude loved creating music, and he just wanted to make good music, like stuff that just had that effect upon people, and just the stuff that he knew was like impeccable, and stuff that he knew that was like just the way music should sound.
Like, you listen to that music and you feel that in your chest, like, damn, what is that? And that just lets you know right there. You don't even need to say a word.
I mean, when you hear the shit, it's soul music, man. It's from his soul, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you gonna feel it.
The thing that influenced me most about his production was that anything goes. There's no rules, no rules.
A non-drummer has totally changed my way of thinking when it comes to music.
That cat just had that soulfulness about him. It's like, woo!
It's coming soon. We only got 3 more songs to make.
Once we get
finished,
once we get this guy.
He's our last stop. He
There's a lot of people waiting for this guy right here.
He's ready when I am. Yeah, somebody. But yeah, Bilal shit, it's gonna be crazy. Bilal sung over African rhythms from the Welcome to Detroit shit.
Yeah.
At the intro. Oh. Yo.
So that's
Yo.
stuff you got there.
Woo. Yo.
I mean, being a keyboard player, I'm a big fan of melody, and the way he would melody and harmony, and the way he would put things together, like he would chop sounds that are chords and things and put it together in a way that it would create a whole new sound, and that was really impressive to me.
He was just amazing. Like, he taught me craziness. Like, and he said I inspired him, but he inspires me and continues to do that. You know what I mean? It's hard. You know, I could be here for hours just talking about it.
He's responsible for a piece of my heart and my musical growth and understanding. I owe a lot of that to him.
Just the stuff I heard, I just kept asking myself, like, are you allowed to do this? Like, he was breaking the law.
Anything that cat did was just funky. It's so fucking funky, yo.
JD taught me how to use the force, and when you use the force, you keep it simple. You can keep it sloppy, but just keep it funky.
Yo, James, you look like dumb Donald.
Dilla had the biggest influence on me. I can keep the pocket. I don't have to out fancy none of these drummers. I can keep the pocket, be as funky as I want to be, and on top of that, I can even be sloppy about it.
Jay's thing was like, I'm just gonna do what feels good. You know, he changed the game in terms of like just, you know, the way he would chop these samples up.
Like, that's it. You watching that motherfucker on the MP. It's like, are you serious? Where the fuck is he from? How is he doing this shit?
Something esoteric or something from another, like, dimension or something. That's what I felt like.
I mean, he wasn't human, man. He couldn't have been, man, for real.
It felt like it was coming from another world in a way.
The nigga was an alien, man, flat out, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man.
It was really hard sometimes to just wrap your head around that shit watching. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just... like, God just put him here for that.
Yeah.
God put Jay here for that.
He was sent here to do music.
He totally opened a whole new door of what production was.
And I think JD was a producer's producer. You know, most definitely, because his beats weren't cookie cutter. They weren't always simple. But even if he did do a simple beat, he did it, you know what I'm saying, in a clever way. So you would have to respect it.
Most producers will just take 4 bars and program those 4 bars and then loop and then loop and then loop. But Dilla was in a class by himself. I mean, he was adding accents and tricks and different feels as the song went on. If you said something tricky with your voice like this, then he would try to follow you what you were saying, and then he would do it like, you know, and that's clearly the mark of someone not human, you know.
Another person was like, yeah, JD is so dope. Why is he not getting Timbaland, you know, Neptune's recognition and money? Mm-hmm. Now, my personal opinion on that is no disrespect to anybody, to Neptune's or Timbaland or whoever, but JD makes classics.
Yeah.
He doesn't make songs for right now. Every day he made, we will be singing forever. Man. Yeah. That light is gonna be around forever. Fall in Love is gonna be around forever.
The passion he put into that music was just like, it was for the music.
Let the music speak for itself.
That's how you know somebody is really ill, is how humble they are. Like, you know, that's how you know who's the killer in the room? You know what I'm saying?
JD had that sensibility of a producer as far as rhythm and the quality of an MC.
Jay the producer versus Jay the MC.
Yeah, this shit going straight off wax on some old school shit. Old school shit. Yeah, I'll check it out. Cream, baby, cream. You ain't gotta play hard to get. I know you like the awful sex. I'm playing like an architect. It's for you, we can argue. I got a lot of nerves on this to you, right? I'm straight up, this should make sense to you. Girl, you ain't gonna crush, don't be acting dumb. If you got the goods, then I won't.
I think when he got in the booth, man, that was a point where he could just release all that aggression.
I think he spoke a part of him, you know what I'm saying, and everything that he taught.
Oh yeah, because he talk a lot of shit when he MC. He talk a whole lot of shit when he MC.
My man, you need to get real like the league, man. And really need to step up like the whole place. My man, now what you know about the Great Lakes? We got to play on getting money like the sweepstakes. Sipping dark, great party in the dark shades. You see the niggas go chillin' like a party. And Billy's proud like a party. Money make a nigga Rico fly.
For the most part, he was real reserved. But he got in that booth, man, he was a monster. It's like split personality down there, you know?
It's two different people.
But he still had a hood element, and that's what will come out in the raps.
Definitely an alter ego. He called him nigga man. Like, nigga man coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? He started talking about, yo, I got the range. You know, the Dilla A with the fifth wheel on the back. That was nigga man all day.
That was, you know what I'm saying, his alter ego. Like, that's what he really getting that swagger and that cocky shit out of him.
That short is coming out when he MC.
What's up with this jealousy? What's up? Yo, Jenny, bring this shit down for the radio. Jealousy will make you say, what the fuck? This goes out to the niggas that's fucking this shit. Same nigga that be double tapes and walking and shit. No life, having like a nigga stalking a bitch. No joke, broke dog niggas be cracking me up. Playing 8 clock, better on backing me up. Yo, do it, show them these niggas is backing me up. Hardcore, fuck rap, clapping the gat, nigga, but hardcore.
Smack them up and knock them wood. Good shit like 55 in the back of the bus. Hot shit, SV, yours, rack as fuck. Don't get jealous cause the ass is stacking the bus. Say what, say.
To have that quality and to really have some like lyrics that you saying some stuff, that was something special.
Man, he was one of the illest MCs, man, to do this shit, man. He really fucking held his nuts when he fucking rhymed.
Shit fly like MJ in his prime, off the wall with mines. I'm grabbing my balls when I rhyme now. Nines bustin' plus ball all the time now. Stay on your mind like great sex. You ain't on my mind, I'm thinking about paychecks.
And you know, he might gonna be talking about some girls or something like that, and he'll come to me and he'll say, "Now, you know, I'm just rapping, so don't be tripping." And I'm like, okay. And then I'll hear it, I'll be like, raise it up.
I ain't doing my thing, I ain't doing a thing. I ain't got none of that dough with none of them cars. I ain't fucked none of them hoes and none of them bars. I don't smoke weed.
It's funny to me, man. It's funny, man. That dude really was really nasty, man. He was a nasty nigga. Real.
Swinging my chain like this, swinging my thing to these motherfuckers paying my shit. I don't sit low, I ain't never pop Chris. This rollie just don't look right, sitting on my wrist, huh? What it mean? Dip the shine down, sip the shine down.
You know, just like making beats, he was just being in another zone in the basement, man. Just creating lyrics, just beats, just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Not really forcing anything.
Like the thing I appreciated so much about like his MCing is he could say those things, but he would put them in a clever way, and it just sounded so good the way he put it. You know, he could talk about his chain many times, but it just his cadence was so good. You like, I want to hear that.
But he still has that rhythm, that swing though when he rhymes.
JD is MC, man. So much rhythm, you know, delivery. Like Slum Village, that whole sound was JD to me. You know what I'm saying? Just the rhythm. It's fantastic. So, you say, huh? What? you know, that's the whole JD delivery, you know, and nobody's really doing that, you know, rhythmically on the mic to me.
Like, I really fucks with the whole rhyme pattern and the whole rhythm and the way they did the background vocals. Like, it was some very, very funky stuff. Shit that you just didn't hear during that time period. I'm sorry, you just didn't hear it.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was clever with his shit. And it's rare you see somebody that's clever with their shit and their style is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Their style will have you. It's usually one or the other. Jay had them both, man. Same with the beats. You know what I'm saying? Style and substance.
I was like, man, this dude raps so good. Like, that's one of the things that people didn't get to really like see is his rapping is just like, it's phenomenal too. It's like really top notch. A material.
Yeah. That's the beginning, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you know we can't stop, we can't quit. Stance and just push up your hands and fist for the band. And if you can't stand, one of my man stand sleeping on some sand man shit. Like damn man, wake up.
Jemiah was very special today. She was very special to both of us. He always found time for Jemiah. You know what I'm saying? He always, found time for Jemiah. Even after me and him separated, he always played the part in Jemiah's life, as a father. So I feel he balanced it well. So that was special. You know what I'm saying? That was important to me for him to do that.
He's such a beautiful person. I can talk about the music, but just talking about him as a person, he was genuine. He was very quiet but deliberate. When he was going to state his opinion, he stated it honestly. Just very kind.
JD was fresh, man. JD was fresh, man. He would always come fresh. I would go shopping with him sometime, and he would go and pick the illest stuff. Like, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Come with a whole pile of stuff to the truck, Crib was crazy. He had racks of clothes. He had a room with it looked like a store. You know what I'm saying? He had racks and racks and racks of clothes. It was like you walk into a store, like, I'm gonna wear that. Sneaker boxes stacked up. It was just ill, man.
Damn. And they all was like real meticulously, like still in the boxes or still, the clothes still had the cleaners fucking sticky shit on it. Like, that cat was like so pimpy. Yeah, that's the way to describe him. He was so pimped out with the music and pimped out with the clothes too, because just the way, like, if it's a special record, it got the little thing over it. That's the way he kept everything. It was just like everything was a collector's item. That's some hip hop shit right there, yo. It's very meticulous cat, yo. It's probably why he spoke so little, because he was just very meticulous about what he had to say and what he wanted to do. If you want to be the best, you gotta be the best all the time. Never let a moment pass where you're not doing your best. A few people do that. I think Jay really did that, yo. Everything he did, he was really at his peak with it.
That's the infinite team right there. Me and JD, I'm working with him whenever I can, because he just like constantly progressing and growing. He one of the greatest producers, greatest musicians of our time. For real, I really know that. Yeah. Like, I used to be able to wake up in the morning and hear J Dilla beats being made. I really, really used to walk by and be like, man, I'm blessed. Like, I really felt that. Like during the time when he was making it, not like, I don't look back and say I was blessed. I know I was blessed. But during that time, I looked and said, man, I'm getting to see JD make beats every day. As long as he was healthy, he was making music.
that took so much dedication, man. It just lets you know that how much he loved music, how much he loved to create.
I mean, as sick as he was, I mean, it would make the situation that much worse if he wasn't allowed to do his craft, you know?
That was his life, man. This dude fucking worked around the clock, man, on music. For real, for real.
It's incredible because for him to be as sick as he was and to continue to work like he did, it's just amazing.
You feel it seemed like it's everything but comfort there, you know what I'm saying? And I was just wondering, I thought to myself, like, you know, if I was in that situation, would I be able to create? Would I be able to make heat? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'd be able to do it. So by him, you know, to actually cut albums, you know what I'm saying, from a hospital bed, it's some genius shit in its own, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he did it.
Maybe the sheer need to make music, like he just figured out a way. Like that's such a ghetto mentality, but he mastered it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a genius mind right there.
That was always the case with me. All day, I tell people all day, I'm in the studio from my time I get up, time I go to sleep. I mean, I leave out, go get something to eat. That's it. It's like I can't do anything else.
It was really like the Welcome to Detroit tour, but it was really, you know what I'm saying? It was like his farewell, man. It was like his farewell tour, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was postponed like twice. You know what I mean? And he the one who wanted to do it. You know what I mean? We did that because that's what Dilla wanted to do. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We get a lot of emails and shit from fans like saying like, you know, they were sad, you know what I'm saying, to see him, you know, in a wheelchair or whatever, but that's what he wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to go out and reach out to his fans and let them know that he you know what I'm saying, he appreciate that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he really appreciated that shit. And every night it was an emotional night, man. I mean, it was crazy, man. You see fans in the crowd crying and shit, man. Crazy. It affected me in a way like every night, you know what I'm saying? And in between the fucking, you know what I'm saying, days that we had off, he going to dialysis. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this nigga was a fucking soldier. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Still up there every motherfucking night, rocking, spitting, you know what I mean? Every night. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, no night where he like, you know what I'm saying, yo, I can't do this. And even if he would have done that, motherfuckers would have understood that, you know what I'm saying? But this dude rocked every night. He was making beats in the hotel room when we was over there. Yeah, it was emotional shit, but the shit was fun as hell though. I mean, yo, we had a fucking ball, for real, for real.
You know, it's almost like it was planned out. He went over there, he came back, he finished the donuts, he finished the other projects he had to finish, man, and he said, hey, it's time for me to go home and be with my Lord and Savior.
And it was getting close to the time for him to go. So he left another few months until he made the final decision. I find peace with that, and I hope you all do too.
On the count of three, let us say, rest in peace to J Dilla. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace, J Dilla! You know, it's a sad thing today that we lost him, you know, because lost not only a good guy, a good person, we lost a great big icon to this music game that, you know, a lot of people are going to get to know his music more because we're going to keep it alive. You know what I'm saying?
If he can work in the type of position that he was in, then I can do whatever I need to do to be here for our daughter.
I feel like I have lost somebody that was on the front line of the army to save and preserve and respect and continue hip-hop in its fullest musical, blossoming, creative state. So it's like I feel like, oh my God, I'm lacking one musical purist. I'm now lacking one. Oh my God, and he can't be replaced.
That's another. I always try to get people to understand that like Jay's beats was perfect. Like nobody else could translate a record into production like him.
I know what I know, and I know that Dilla is the greatest beat maker of all time.
The master. Like he mastered his instrument. You know, some people never do that in one lifetime. Like he really mastered his instrument. The MPC, the drums, just hearing music, he mastered it.
God is real. JD lives.
That's the first time I ever seen anybody in the vocal booth singing and smoking weed at the same time. I didn't think that shit could be done. I'm telling you, this dude, I'm sitting in the sound room, you know what I'm saying? The dude in Studio A at the board. And Jay in the sound, in the vocal booth. We got the joint lit up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, he kind of stuttered a little bit with his shit. It was cool as hell though. Okay, start the track. You know what I'm saying? The track started. He was like, oh. And I'm like, dude is smoking and singing at the same time. How you do that shit? How you smoke? How you sing and smoke come out your mouth, man? For real. Baby, I don't think twice. I'm like, this not happening, dude. Dude never ceases to amaze me. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't real. That shit can't happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? But that's something I always think about too, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy.